All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's the next weekend. We're over here at my parents', and I don't know. I think Jason needs to assess the potential major damage on the Camaro. Did you full throttle it at all, you think?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Let's insert a clip here. All right, so yeah, we've got a small oil leak underneath there. Not sure, but obviously this thing losing the mandrel, which was down inside the crank right there. I never did get a picture inserted, but obviously it's a shaft that comes out with two pulleys, one for the alternator, and then obviously the oil pump. That's the main thing. She definitely seen some RPMs, that's for sure. Oil pump belt did come off. Jason pulled the clear view anyways. I mean, there's really nothing in there, but obviously we need to drain the oil out. So the goal here is we're going to get this pulled out, turned around. We'll use my parents' hoist and get it on backwards. That way we got room out here in this middle area. Get the cherry picker under it. But first things first, we'll turn around, drop the oil, turn the oil pump over, suck what's out of the crankcase back up to the tank to drain it back out. And I think we're going to see, hopefully not bad news, but it's not going to be very good. And we do have what's wrong with the death trap found here. Jason went ahead and pulled the valve covers off. I don't know, you want to show them quick, Jason, while we're talking about it here? Because then you can hear in the last clip that it just sounded a little weird when it decelled on RPM. Yeah, we got, let me, hold on, jeez. Is there any push rod left there? Yeah, the push rod's pretty well gone. Check the valve lash on that one, let me check here. Yeah, it's got a little bit of play on that one. Yeah, it should be more like, oh, what do we got here? Which one's open? Yeah, like, right there. So that's what's wrong there, so we, oh, we got a couple pieces of it there. Well, it's better in the valve cover than down in the crankcase. So hopefully we just need to get a new cup on the end of that rocker, a new push rod, and possibly a lifter. We're not sure. We'll tear that apart later. At this point, like I said, let's get the Camaro turned around here so that way we can check the oil out, assess this situation, and see if Jason's going to be able to make it to Indy with me. All right, I got the Camaro up on the hoist here. Just started draining the oil out of the tank. Kids are out here trying to sweep up. Cover up a big patch of, that was transmission fluid is what that was. So this used transmission we got that was rebuilt, I don't know if it was rattle can rebuild or what, leaking out of the front of that pretty badly. So when we pull the motor out, obviously we'll pull the transmission, but it's leaking behind this bell housing piece. We tried smearing some RTV, something as a quick solution, because for us to pull the transmission, there's not enough room between the bell housing up here and the firewall. So that was not an option. Now, some things that I'm seeing. Here is, again, the mandrel would go inside of this shaft here. Hub, whatever you want to call it. There's set screws. There's two there. Two right where this keyway is and two at the top. Looks like we're missing probably at least half of those. And then another thing that I just noticed. Jason went to go grab the drill so we could put the air drill on top of the bolt here, which runs the oil pump to suck it out of the pan. And, yeah, that's not good. That means set screws were not put in on the oil pump pulley as well. And it's kind of stuck on there now, but bottom line, that's loose too. So definitely not good. We were a little rushed to get this done. I think that's an understatement. I mean, we were pressing for time, obviously with everything going on. So our fault, our mistake. It is what it is at this point. There's nothing we can do, but I just hope like hell this motor's not that bad shape. So maybe need a crank polished. I'm not sure, but he's back now with the air pump. We'll pump that pump over, pull the plug back out, and get the rest out, and kind of see what it looks like. Nate, what did you think about the death trap and the burnout down at Cleetus and Cars? You think? Yeah, how do you think the truck did?
I mean, it was kind of like a masterpiece.
Kind of like a masterpiece. That's what I'm talking about. Well, what do we got going, Jason?
Well,
if they can see, motor's pulled, so the Camaro is all torn apart. We're going to take this down to my brother's shop, we're gonna drive down there right now with the motor, and we'll pull the pan off and hope for the best, I guess. Just look at it. All right, we'll be down there in just a second. All right, we're down here at the shop. Went ahead and got her flipped over right away on the engine stand. And you know what, Jason? I think you might have got lucky on this one. We didn't know how good it was, but it's looking like brand new. So we took off the front main cap there. We also took off the rear,
and this one here,
which looks just as good, honestly. And then we did take off one of the rod caps, but just as a precaution, we'll at least pull off a few more rod caps here. But I tell you what, we got damn lucky on this one. So looking in the clear view on mine, though, I don't think we might have more motor work on my motor than Jason's motor. So, well, that's an update on this one. I don't know if we'll do any more on mine or not, but at this point, that's an update on Jason's. Lucky duck.
Yep.
Just made it back over to my dad's shop here. Got the rocker arm pulled off, and yeah, as you can see there, it took a pretty good beating. So now what we need to do is pull the push rod. Jason can do that. Top side here is pretty well mangled up.
Here, I'll pull it out. I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Looks like new.
I won't focus on it, but hold her still there. Well, either way.
Here, let me hold it still.
There, looks good. All right, well, that's good news. At least that side looks good. So I think now what we need to do is we'll take off, let's just say right there, we'll take off number 4 exhaust, and we'll maybe try and put that push rod rocker arm on 6 exhaust, and then we'll give that a check and see if everything looks like it's lining up good. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can just replace push rod and then the adjuster cup inside that Gesso rocker arm there. We should be good. It's gonna be a wrap for this video, guys. Went ahead and tried filing on the tip of the valve because we lost the lash cap, so we run lash caps on the top of our valves. It's gone, who knows where. And we tried filing a little bit, so I think the next step, probably put air in the spark plug hole, and then we'll take the valve spring and stuff off there and see if we can get on the edge of the valve stem to actually file a little better. But at this point, that's going to wrap this video up, guys. So like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jason, lucky duck. I got more work to do than Jason does. Granted, we had to pull the whole motor out of the Camaro. That was a little bit of a chore. And he's got to fix the transmission as well. So we got a leak on the front. I don't know. I believe it's leaking on the pump, on the front cover, and then I think we're going to get a different torque converter for that, maybe. 5500 stall might just be a bit much, but it definitely roasted the tires over, that's for sure. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks again.